Finally, deactivate scene switcher. And that hasn't worked. Try it again. What the bloody... Advanced scene switcher. I have a bloody hotkey to activate you. Why aren't you activated? Oh, whatever. Okay, so it's coming up to 11 o'clock at night. I am now. I don't think Ina's streaming because I usually put her on to fall asleep to, which is why I have the Takodachi in the whatchamacallit, but no, anyways. Who's streaming? Got Bettel and Nastel. Yeah, it's kind of a to be expected. Unfortunately, Vesper's no longer with us. So, us Europeans are rather starved. I know, Emma Miami and Kamachi Panko, they do stream that, and I believe Pomu Rainpuff does that as well, but yeah. Okay. So, where are we? So, we have our dungeon. Let's create our dungeon, shall we? So, what we got to last time is that we generated each room. I might want to write in a debug camera or something like that that actually flies around when we do WASD or what have you. Actually, yeah, let's do that because I'm gonna have to take a look at several. See if we've got a. If we've got a whatchamacallit, editor debugger, debug draw C#. No, that's not what I want. Pin debugger tabs. It's got to be a basic flying camera. Cinematic camera 2D, TPC, interpolate camera, test camera. Test camera, is this it? Test 3D scenes in isolation and the room scenes from the inside without many related cameras. Any scene containing any visual instance 3D derived nodes and no active cameras open in the album. Add a camera to the scene, set up an environment and add lights if needed. That's not what I want. I want to be able to fly around the camera so I can look at it at camera positioner. Is that it? Position camera positioner is made for nope. Observation duty. Free look camera. Is this it? Yes. Yes. This is exactly what I want. Attach freelookcamera.gud to freelook camera by Mark V. Thank you very much. I'd be a bit of an arse not reading the README. Nah, it's all right. So this 3D look camera.gud, I want to. Yep. Okay. So where is it? I want to put it in scripts. GD. There we go. Just plonk it onto here. And if I run it, it should work like normal. Yes. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, so we've got a T-1 here, tile -1 for some reason. We've got tile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So why do we have negative numbers for the tile room number? I'm not sure. It should start... Oh, hang on. It starts at -1. So I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, the tile numbers are this. Yeah. Okay. So what we want is we have our floor tiles. Hey, okay, fine. We get it. So we have our floor tiles. Now what I want to do is I want to divide them up into rooms. So here's the boundary between a room. I want to put a wall here, here, all the way up here, then around the edges, obviously. Adding doorways we'll do later. We'll probably do after this. Okay. So, yeah, make a wall around each room. And then have a look at, see where it goes from there. This is a 10 by 10. This is a 10 by 10 grid. If I want to make actual dungeon floors, then I'm going to be probably doing it a 30 by 30 or something bigger. Might be able to generate based on noise and make it so that each room is loaded into chunks, then you can download it, and then you make it endless. Make a sort of a Backrooms Explorer kind of thing. Support, I suppose. But what are we doing now? We are... Oh yes, I forgot the party UI. I tried making party portraits, but because I was in Unity mode, I made them put in the whole viewport, and I thought I could scale them down later. But no, you can't do it like that. Looking back now, I can see that I probably would want to instead put this yeah, alright, they're part, alright, fine, whatever. This class and level, put it down here. Or maybe put it up here, put the character name, Regis, here. And that will free up some space, so in here we could put what their next action's going to be. And have sort of like an ATB bar. But yeah, this does need to be a bit redesigned. One thing I don't like is that this mask here, it clips the border. It's over the border for some reason. Yeah, UI masking in Godot's a bit... well, I suppose it was a bit of an arse in Unity as well. So yeah, can't really pin that on Godot. But yeah, I scale them down, and it hasn't gone well, unfortunately. But yeah, we want to work on doing the dungeons at the time being. So I hope to God the mic didn't pick up that stomach growl. Yeah, I have been having supper in the past few weeks, but I've been gaining weight, so I'm skipping it. So that's why I'm a bit hungry. Because I must have my midnight snack, and then, yeah. Right, so... Why is debug generate a child of UI? Whatever. Okay, so dungeon generator, we want this script. And I want to also... Yeah, for some reason I don't really know why, but it should open the folder. Why is it... Oh my god, you're telling me that this has been flipped. So I flipped it for a Final Fantasy, and now I have to... This is a right heater. Sorry, I'm just... Look, transform, flip horizontally. I can't flip this horizontally, which means I'm going to have to flip this entire collection horizontally. Yes, flip horizontally. And then flip the text. Why is OBS like this? Clock. No, it's not. It's clock, not clock frame. This is the clock thing, and then we put... Transform, we flip this horizontally. And then the clock frame... We can reposition this, so... clock frame, not the fucking... Yes, frame. Reposition. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You must be joking. Why have I locked this? I don't want to lock it. I've got to... Ah! Right, lock the clock, but not the frame. Yes. Did pick this up. Clock frame. Oh, are you seriously telling me that this... There we go. Ah, that was way more trouble than it should have been. I didn't want to bring this... No, the bloody clock. There. Just bring it in by a few pixels. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to need to duplicate the clock thing and then do the whole thing when I go back into Final Fantasy and... Right, if I'm in that thing, so if I open a folder, it doesn't show my file system. Thank God. Even though I've probably showed my file system on multiple occasions already. It's the way things go. So, set room walls. I don't think I want to put it in dungeon generator. Instead, I want to put them, or rather, put it in room, or I could put it in a. I want to set walls on dungeon floor. So basically, actually, I'll explain it on dungeon tiles. So, a dungeon tile has 4 edges: north, east, south, and west. And if they are, so yeah, 4 edges, and it's in that order. Never eat shredded wheat. And each edge, it's technically it's 2 bits. So yeah, it's a 2-bit thing, not an 2-bit integer, whatever. Technically, it's represented as an 32, but whatever. It's supposed to be 2 bits. So first bit, I believe, is can it be seen through, and the second bit is can it be passed through. So if it can't be seen through, and it can't be passed through, it's a wall. If it can't be seen through but it can be passed through, it's a door. If it can be seen through but it can't be passed through, it's a railing. And if it can be seen through and passed through, it's just empty space. So that's how edges are. Now what I want to do, so we have our edge sets. So yeah, dungeon tile render, this is its own class. If I want to set its edges, here we are. Sets its wall visibility, and basically I'll go into our dungeon tile scene. Here. So as you can see, it's got walls throughout each whatchamacallums. Yeah. I fucking shit, fucking Cafe de Toho is the I don't know what happened there. So yeah, these walls can be enabled or disabled. I also put a ceiling in there, but that's just hidden by default. Also debug room number, that'll probably be taken off when it's time to actually export it. So our dungeon tile is yes, so this is this script here. So what we also want is a dungeon floor. Now a dungeon floor is going to be generated by the generator, so I don't know what it's going to look like in the, what's it called? Also, when we've generated the dungeon, we want to save it, and then instead of generating a new one, we want to load it based on XML. But I want to do setting the walls first. Then we'll want to save it. Whew. Yeah, that was a hour and a half. Let me just chug some water. Oh, there we go. Okay. Party team German camera 3D was. Oh yes, dungeon floor. So I want to add a. Oh yes, this dungeon room adjoining tile. That's its own data structure. If I want to work out which rooms are adjacent to each other, so for the purpose of putting in doors, we can ignore this for the time being. So below our tile, we probably want to set tile edge because, or I suppose we might want to, in the future, add sort of one-way passages. In which case, the tile edges will probably have to be on the same on one side. No, it has to be a different value from each side. So let me demonstrate. So what I currently want to do once this thing loads. That's a bit. What the fuck? I forgot to. I'm a dumbass. Of course I am. Okay. I don't need to have it throw a not implemented exception because it don't return nothing. So how are we doing this one? So I want to do this now. How I want to do this now is that if we want to set an edge of, say, this tile, east, it sets this wall, but it also sets the corresponding wall on this tile. So we'll set the east wall of tile 21 and the west wall of tile 22. That's what I want the code to do anyways. So we'll want a int. I do have I do have ordered. No, that's int direction. And so yeah, 0 north, 1 east, 2 south, 3 west. Points on a compass. Int direction, and then we'll want to have a dungeon tile edge type. All set opposite equals true, and then I can handle the case when it's false later. So we have our tiles, I think. Yes, we do. So yes, we need the tile we're actually setting. So vector 2i position. Should I have an overload for each dungeon tile? Probably not. Actually, yes, I will. Although we'll have to verify if the dungeon tiles grid position actually is the one in the. Fuck it. Set tile edge. This is a bad habit of mine, writing overloads when I'm not sure if I'll need them or not. So if we check our contains tile, then if if check contains tile and not tiles contains. A 2D array doesn't have a contains thing? What the? Okay, there's got to be a way to convert a 2D array into a Ionium. Yeah, hang on. Let me do a quick Google. C#. Oh, for God's sakes! Why am I at this? Why doesn't this? Why doesn't the scene switcher hotkey work? It's because I'm on my Twitch profile. That's why, and the hotkeys get reset. I think. No. It's toggle start stop with the advanced scene switcher. That's pause key. So now it's on. It's just the pause key's a bit temperamental on my keyboard. Okay, C# 2D array contains. Because way to do this is determine the 2D array contains. If the array isn't sorted into fashion, don't send to checking previous so using tool for summons. If it is sorted, you use a binary search. Blah, 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 blah. It's not. No wait, it is sorted by No, I don't need to bloody check if it contains it. I can just go to this and tiles x. No, tile.x. Redo. Re-enable scene switcher. Re-enable scene switcher. Pause. There we go. So I don't need to convert it. Actually, I just need to get the grid position of the tile. Well, whatever's in the tiles array at the tile's position. Okay, yeah, I'll probably check policies tile.grid position if tiles check pos dot x dot check pos dot y is not null. No. If it is null, then return false. No. If it is null, then we'll throw a new. Because yeah, if we put that in there, it just generates if it is null. Throw new invalid operation exception, argument null exception, argument out of range exception. Yeah, if it's not in the right, okay. No. Because the argument's not null, it's the array thing is. What the fuck am I? Oh, fuck it. Invalid operation exception. This is like the sort of the catch-all thing. Tile at wait, I want it as a not an F string but a dollar string. Tile at check pos is null. The Vector 2i does have a string class, don't it? Whatever. If tiles I don't know why I'm doing type checking this early in development. It's not our tile. Bro. Tile at does not match given tile. Now, finally, we can set tile edge. I can just bring this out here. Check bars, direction, type. I thought type was a keyword. Apparently it's not. Set opposite and check contains, we don't need that. I could have sworn that type was a keyword in C#. Oh. I know type of is. I'm probably getting confused with that. Anyways. Let's actually putting this stuff off. So, our tiles. Position.x. Position.y. I want bar, not font variate. Why is autocorrect like this? Tile. There we go. Tile dot set edge type. Set edge even. Direction type. Inside, yeah. And then if set opposites do the thing that why we're putting this up into the dungeon floor class to begin with. So it's not tile, it's bar oppo equals tiles try this. Catch index out of range. I think that's what's given. gd.print to message opposite tile to print error and print warnings. This print the most so display. To be fair, there's got to be. I think there should be a log level that's below normal. It's like I don't really care. It's just sort of information debug, development information. Opposite tile to tile. No, position. Direction is out of bounds. And then we can set oppose edge. Minus direction. How do I get the opposite direction? I don't get the opposite direction. It's NES. Let me see if there's a. Let me see if there's a cool way to do it. So we have on points of a compass we have 0, 1, 3, So if it's 2, get 0, 0, get 2, it's 3, get 1, and 1, get 3. Add 2 and modulo 4. Yes. So this is Oppo tile. Oppo. Equals direction plus 2 mod 4. I don't trust C sharps the way they. I never learned how in which order they do what C sharp does its thing, so I just put brackets everywhere just to make everything bloody sure. So instead we'll set our set edge. Oh, we should probably demonstrate why this is a thing. Let me open Paint. Bring it down onto this monitor. Or maybe not. Hang on. So, put in Godot, then Paint. There we go. So, the way things are put in. So we've got our points on the compass. North, east, south, and west. And then these are represented in code as these numbers. So if you want the opposite, you add 2 and then modulo it by 4. So 0 add 2 mod 4 is 2. 2 add 2 mod 4 is 0. 1 add 3. No, sorry, 1 add 2 mod 4 is 3. 3 add 2 equals 5. Mod that by 4 is 1. So yeah, get you the opposite. So set edge. So yes. Direction. Type. That's if it's set opposite, and then if we want to make sort of a one-way thing, I can change it later and then have set opposite as false. So that's setting a tile edge. Now, how will I go about making walls? I could go through. Let me open Paint again. So, Godot Paint. There we go. Right. Is there a way to create a sort of a grid like this? I should probably open Critter, but that's a bit extra, I'll admit. So, 1, 2. Come on, do this properly. Nice big square, and then 1, 2, 1. Now, off the top of my head, I think you only need to check every other square. So if we check this, we'll set to those two. But if we check this, then okay. So we'll need to do every one of the edges, and then check them all. Or no. Wait. Hang on. Bucket, sure. No. So we check that. Those are all checked. Actually, no. I'll make the red and then I'll brush there. So what we have here is we check this one. Oh, this. These 4. Then if we check this one, we'll have these 4. You can tell how good my art skills are. This one. These four. So on this row, we'll be missing this one and this one. And then, okay. No, let's. So this one. This one. Bing. Bang. Bong. Bing. 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 I think I've said before in the previous stream that this is the dungeon generation, and it should be hidden behind a loading screen. So it's a generating dungeon, and I think this is a micro optimization in the grand scheme of things. So, well, it's good to test yourself every now and then. Right. Okay, so what we're missing is we'll have it in different color. So it would be every other. Actually, let me add another row. Control A, select all, and the brushes. So we'll keep this side the same. We have our line here. Bonk, 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 bonk. Right. So back onto our brush, and then yeah, just make a handle the case of the something that's looking like this. So if we do this, then we'll have this. And this. Right. So in this case, we'll be missing okay. So, oh wait, these two as well. So we need a way to detect if it's an edge thing and then fill it in accordingly. Although to be fair, we could, because they are edges, we can fill the edges in first and then go that way. And then sort of fill in from there. Okay. So, yeah, we can fill in the edges, and then if it's an edge, we can just fill in the... Yeah, fill in the edges, and then if its coordinates are over, we can then skip the other edges because those have already been filled in. And these are always going to be walls because they're edges. You know, anything above, anything on the other side's out of bounds. Okay, that's probably the way we're going to do it then. Edges. the actual bounding box first, and then go through each one. Every other one. So, dungeon generator. Instead of setting the room walls, we are not going to... No, wait. Setting the room walls. And then... No, we set edges if... We set edges to walls if the opposite thing is not in the same room. That's how we're going to do things. So, instead of setting room walls, we will... get rid of this. Set walls. Instead of doing this every room, we want to do this once we've done all the rooms. So when we've generated all the tiles, we can close. Can we? Yes, we can. We can get rid of that. So, so what we're doing, we want to set the set edges of map. Set edges of every other tile. Okay. And then so this is going to be a so we're going to have 4 separate for loops. Oh, damn it. Okay. So it would be 4... I is less than dimensions dot... No, we can do it. No, we can do it with 2 for loops. Top and bottom. And then left and right. So tiles I 0 equals set edge 0 for north. Edge type dungeon tile edge type wall, or just put 0. Name tiles does not exist in the current context because it's the floor. Okay, okay, so we move this onto dungeon floor, and instead of being set walls, it will be sort of an initialize walls? Maybe? Nah, we'll put it in generator, because auto initialize walls, well, we won't need that in floor. If we want to, the floor should just handle individual tiles. The actual generation of it will be put in this dungeon generator class, so yeah. Generate floor tiles, set edge that, yes. Then I dimensions dot y minus 1. Set that edge. So we want the south edge. So 2 wall. And then we can do the same, but for the y-axis. So 0 I, so this is the left hand side, so the west wall would be 3 and this would be 1. Yes, 0 1 2 3, there we go. Get rid of it. It is set at the edges of every other tile. So for bar I 0 I is less than dimensions dot x multiplied by dimensions dot y. I plus equals 2. Right. So var grid position equals tile number to grid position. Right. If grid pos x is greater than 0, then set it's yeah, bar tile equals generated floor tiles grid pos dot x grid pos dot y. Capital Y. So if our x pos is greater than 0, then generates the west wall. Okay, so we're going to need to check if the tile to the west is part of the room. It's part of a different room. So if grid process and not generated floor dot is in same room, tile and no. There's a like dungeon tiles do have their room number, don't they? Yes, they do. Well, they have a room set, I believe. Yes. No. Show debug is in given the room tile number as a parameter. Is in the same. What's our dungeon floor? We have our tiles. We have a list of rooms, but we haven't done anything with them. Dungeon tile does have a room defined, but it's not set. Why is it not set? Dungeon room has its own tiles and a monster spawn table, but it doesn't have a number in the floor. But no, we have our tile. So hang on, it would be something like tile dot room dot contains grid pos plus ordinal directions 0. No. 3. Dungeon room does not contain. Okay, fine, whatever. If that, and if it doesn't contain that, then we set. Well, no, it's by default, it's empty. So we don't need to handle the opposite case. Tile set there, edge. 3 wall. Right. And then we can do the same for every other side. I think. Let's finish this and then I'll implement that contains method on the room. Where the fuck am I now? I'm in generator. I want. No. Am I on generator? Yes, I am on generator. Here we are. Must have done something else. So I want to. Yeah. No, not bloody delete it. Where's the end key? Here it is. New keyboard. Who dis? Right. So if our. Actually, we'll probably. Do this in a. Compass order. So this is also a 0, 1, 2, 3. So the check here is if we had 0, it would also be gridpos.y greater than 0. 1 is to the east, so gridpos.x has to be less than. Fuck's sake, less than dimensions.x. 2 is south, so gridpos.y is also less than dimensions.y. And west is gridpos.x is greater than 0. Yes. So in dungeon room, we can put in public wall contains vector 2i position. Public vector 2i tile positions. And fortunately, I can just copy paste this. I'm not really concerned if it's an array or not, so I can just have it as an IEnumerable. There. What I am concerned is that I have everything in the right bloody order. There we go. Then we return tile positions dot contains position. Easy as you like. Okay. So this is a bloody monstrosity. Right, so we're going to yeah, okay, so we'll set walls. Okay, so hopefully we'll have set the walls and it should look like walls and individual rooms. There's not going to be any doors yet. No, there's not going to be any doors yet, so we'll do that later. So we'll generate our floor and oh. We have our edge walls, that's a good thing. But we don't have our room walls. Which means that something's gone a bit awry. What's our error this time? No reference exception. Page 95. What? If that by that, if we're going to pos x, yes, it's less than dimensions.x, then tile room contains tile. Why 95? Oh, I'm a bloody idiot. I thought that no, I haven't been adding to the tiles. Yeah, that's entirely on me. Okay. There's still a... Because there's a... I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. I forgot to check this tiles list wrapper region to see what it bloody did. Okay. So, should have added it into the room, shouldn't I? Room is a dungeon room. Yes. Add tile. So we are adding the tile, and then the tile does have the tile's room has not been set. Actually, I can do it in the I can do it in the dungeon room thing. Bool check false. And then we can do the same similar thing to what we did before. So our tiles, no, not our tiles. If check fuck off, and if check, and no, and why did I write out the word and? Fucking in bloody Python again. If check and tile dot room is not null, and wait, if it already is this, then we still want to raise an error. If tile.room is this, add your bloody brackets. No. No. Equals, yes, no. That's right the first bloody time. Tile room equals this, then pro, new, invalid operation exception. Tile tile dot grid position has already been added to this. Else, if it's not, if our tiles room is not this, then we want to throw again an invalid operation exception. Is already part of a different room. So I want to yeah, these are throwing exceptions, so this doesn't get added. Tiles to add tile, then tile dot room is this. Tile dot room equals null. I think I want to add a check as well. If check and no, so I want to check if tile.room is not this. Then we just throw our exception here. Is not part of this. Remove the tile, removes null. Tile.room is not this. This doesn't throw a null pointer or null reference if we're doing equality checking, right? Oh well, only one way to find out. Also for each bar tile in tiles tile dot room is null. Right, that's that added. So now I Did I actually do the thing that I was... No, room dot add tile, and then the room adding, then that does it from the thing. So it should be... Hey! 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 Except this doesn't work. Oh, God. Okay. 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 Tile.set edge. That's because I set edge on the tile class and not the floor. Ah. Tile dot. Grid pause. Ah. Where have I gone now? Grid pause. 0. So grid pause. 0 direction. Edge type wall. Set opposite equals true. Okay. So I can, fortunately, just copy paste all this. Oop. Oop. There we go. We reload our project. Now we've gone past midnight, so yes, so here are our things that are still not being set. Okay, why are they not being set? So there should be a wall here, but there isn't. Should be a wall. So, what the hang on, there's a wall there, but not here. Okay, that's correct, yes. So this is being set, but this isn't. But it shouldn't have any to begin with. Yeah, because of normals and backface culling, I actually put these as placeholders and okay. So actually I want to okay, where am I? Set walls. Yes. Room origin, room number, room to target. But if I get rid of these and generate tile to reposition, room origin, and that's the basic things, and then what do I want? I want tile number, room number, and a tile within the room. Right? But we've added the tile in the room there. Okay. Breach. Tile in generated floor dot tiles. Tile dot show debug. Fine, we'll call it T. Gonna be that pedantic about it. Okay, tile show debug. So our tile number, we don't really need it. No. Floor tile number. Hang on. Make it so we copy paste that. Delete all this. Delete all this. So redo this because debug show, debug display. So I shouldn't have redone it. Okay. Debug display this tile floor tile number. Room dot. Is there a room number on here? There is not. Public int room number get set. I should identify it. I think it should be a room ID. I don't know. Room number. Don't need that. This display. Actually, I'll make an overload. Oh yeah, this is my debug tile display. So instead of our room tile number, we'll have actually instead of 2, so we'll have there we go. And here we put blank string. And that's quote unquote fixed. Because I don't need to know what tile is in each individual room, just need to know what room it's part of. Okay. So in generator, hey, our room number is actually has a use now. And our BGM has ended. But yeah, oh bloody hell, I've gone past 3 hours. Well, as they say, time flies when you're having fun. Here we go. 12 hours of Toho jazz music for work and study. I am not going to be working for another 12 hours. I'm just going to set the levels in OBS, make sure that it's not too loud. No, that seems to be fine. So, this is the old thing that's screwed. So we want to debug on there. Now, set show debug, yeah, for that. So now we can actually go to fixing the problem that we had in the first place. I should probably generate on load. So we have this 7, right? Our north is there and our western is there. Good. This, it's not being set. Why isn't it? Why is it that this generate floor set tile edge, the set opposite, isn't being called. But the thing is that this is being called. So hang on. No, I've got it all bloody wrong. Because I'm setting every other tile, so it's going and then setting from here, and then so that diagram that I drew in Paint, that's completely wrong. So we're going to need to go not exactly back to the drawing board, but where am I? Here. So here's our thing. So instead of getting our tile to grid position, we instead say if gridpos.x mod 2 is equal to 1, then gridpos dot no gridpos dot y, then well, we could do it gridpos dot x and then up the y, but then we have the problem of it being out of bounds. Gridpos.x equals mathf. No. Wait. If gridpos.x is greater than or equal to dimensions.x, then we continue our loop. That should get it put into a staggered pattern. Although that's going to introduce the that's going to introduce the that's going to introduce another problem if the x dimension's odd, because if it was odd, then it would be staggered in the first place, but then we're quote unquote fixing it, so we're reintroducing it, so we'll need to add another check. If dimensions.x mod 2 is equal to 0, then and only then do we execute this code. There we go. So if we run this, hopefully, if we run this and if it works, I can finally go and get some sleep. Oh, I like streaming this. It's like I have this sort of... Oh. Okay. So... No. So... Okay. This is being generated north and west. Yes. Shouldn't... Yeah, that's correct. This one north, east, that's also correct. This one north, not correct. Why is it not correct? This should have a west on it. Dimensions. So dimensions.x percentage 2 is 0. Dimensions.x equals 10. So it is. So if our grid position x is greater than or equal to, yeah, that's correct. Just to make things a bit more readable, we can promote this to an and. There we go. And then we can just go save ourselves an indent. That's not an else. Our tile equals generated tiles, then they. So gridpos.x is greater than 0. No, gridpos.y, that's 0. So we don't set our north because that's already been set. Less than dimensions.x, which it is. Hang on, it's always dimensions.x. It's always less than dimensions.x because it's in it. Had a -1 there. I think that's not the bug that we're trying to look at, that I'm looking at right now, but it's close. So why is this tile free? It's okay, it's been skipped over, but this has been set to east. Yes? And this has been set to north, south, west. That's correct. But this hasn't been set. Why hasn't it been set? Set tile N. Yes. Opposite is true. If set up. Set edge direction dot type, right? Tiles position next to it. Oh, why? Why? Fortunately, it's a quick fix. Oops. I'll probably also need to do a bit of a check here. Okay. If I think I've written a line of code that checks for the tile being in bounds in this class. It is not in this class. Is it in this class? It is not in this class. Or maybe it is. Yes, here it is. If I plonk this here, right. I don't think we need to. Yeah, if the tile's out of bounds, then we can just return. I watched myself introduce a bug as well. So opposition opopos.x is less than 0. Yep. If it's greater than or equal to length x, that's also correct. If it's less than 0 or anything equal to, okay. So if it is outside the bounds of the array, which are alternatively, I could have surrounded this into try-catch box, and I already put it in the fucking shit, fucking. I completely and utterly ignored this whole try-catch block, which meant that this is completely unnecessary. I am very much sleep deprived. Okay, let's reload. Hopefully, that would have set it. This looks promising. So, hang on. So northwest, correct. North, north and east. North, east and west. No, this should have the south put in as well. Okay. Hang on. This should have the south wall put in as well. Okay. North, south, correct. So 4, north, east, yeah, north, south, north, and west. Okay, this wall's been put in. Okay, so now we're... Okay, so I think it might be that the this software pause. Up, right, down, left. Yes. North, south, east. North. Never eat shredded wheat. Ordinal directions are correct. So our oppo tile equals the tiles of oppopos.x. Oppo dir equals direction then the oppo tile.set edge. Direction. For fuck's sake. That's why it's being a bit... I am getting sloppy. Okay. Hopefully... Okay, let's check. Northwest, correct, correct. Northeast, southwest, correct. North, southwest, north and east, that's correct. Everything but east, that's correct. That's empty. North, east, south wall. South and west wall. North and east wall. Nothing but the west wall, that's empty. That's... I think this has cracked it. I think this has cracked it. North, east, west, east, south, west. Yes, I think this has cracked it. I think this has done it. So let's walk. Yep, I can't seem to see anything of a different colour. Let's go into this other room. Can't see anything of a different colour, that's correct. Same thing here. Okay. So as you've probably observed, I am quite sleep deprived, so I am going to end the stream here after 3.5 hours plus the previous stream. So I have a dungeon, or rather, hang on, let's see how long it takes if we do it, say, 100 by 100. Now, I know that most games have their dungeon floor, each floor is a maximum around 30 by 30 or 50 tops. So if we do it 100 by 100, and if I actually set my numlock on so I could say that, fuck off. Alright, fine. 100 tab 100, okay. And our desirable room size limits will We'll up it to 16. No. However, if we're trying these custom things now, it might take a while. I just want to time it. See the amount of 3, 4, 5, 6, Mississippi 7, Mississippi 8, Mississippi 9, Mississippi 10, Mississippi 11, Mississippi 12, Mississippi 13. I've got a bloody timer in OBS. Let's take a look at that. Okay, it is taking a while, but that's kind of to be expected. Okay. Yeah, this is taking way too long to generate normally. Maybe we can do it in the background. Could I get away with doing it in the background? I'm not sure, but I'm not going to kill my CPU because I'm streaming and then I'm doing this and I'm doing anything else. It's just I don't know. What if we set it to 20? Fucking numlock, what the hell's going on? Numlock on. Okay. Delete. 2, 0, 2, 0. Desired room size, and we'll put that back down to 10. Now. If it's 20 by 20, then it should take 4 times longer than it does for the 10 by 10 room. Okay. So, yeah, there's a bit of a pause, but there was a slight pause, but there was we've got ourselves a rather large dungeon. Yeah, try going through that in a hurry. Okay. So you've just gone past the 3.5 hour mark, so I'm going to stop the stream right there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, or sleeping if you're blah blah. And I shall see you all soon. Ta-ta for now.